Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Shark and welcome to the best channel for Gear Chronicle fans. So obviously we're gonna be talking about Bangdream. And I know of course what you guys gonna say. What? I thought you said you can do a whole analyze on Erovo.
I thought you said after the rebranding it's only gear only.
Mystery
Turbo.
Okay. Shut up. You need to understand that you need to look at it at a more bigger picture. You remember that metaphor that people always tell you? When you pick up some apple from a tree, there will always be some fair one. And do you know what they always say? When you see that fair one, you pick it up and throw it at your friend. And of course, Yukina, best girl. Of course, I'm not that qualified to talk about Roselia since I didn't really test it at all. So this is just me giving a brief review of it in my opinion, and just introduce you guys to Roselia. Of course, I'm probably not gonna play it in real life since it's hella expensive and I'm not a simp. I don't really buy a waifu for the deck. I mean, look at Gear Chronicle, it barely have any waifu. Yeah, so I mean, Roselia is probably too expensive for me anyway. Let me actually check. So it's 5,500? That's a lot of money. That's like the same exact money I have in my wallet. Huh. So let's finally get started. So first of all, we're gonna talk about our main grade 3, the main cornerstone of the deck, Diva of Blue Rose Minato Yukina. She's a grade 3 with 13k power, and her first skill is an auto ability that allows her to gain 5,000 power for each of the opponent vanguard grade, as long as you play a Roselia music this turn. And her second skill allows you to play a music from deck or drop zone as long as you didn't play any music this turn by paying 1 counterblast. So she's a pretty decent card, especially her first skill being able to become a 15k very easily as long as she goes second. And of course, that combo very well with Firebird, which is going to allow you to stand Yukina. And also, the second skill allow you to just play Firebird right away, or Brave Jewel, or even Black Shot. Overall, a very decent card. Next, we have Island player Hikawa Sayo. She's a grade 2 with 10k power, and with a continuous ability. If you play a Roselia music during this turn, she gains 5,000 power. And her second ability allow her that at the end battle, she attack a Vanguard. As long as your Vanguard is Roselia, you can put her to the soul and draw 1 card. Her skill is pretty good, being able to be a 15k base consistently, and also having the Nabu skill going to soul and draw a card, which second herself. And also Firebird require 4 soul blast, so this is going to be very strong in setting up the soul for Roselia, and going yourself to draw 1 card, preventing it from getting bind, retire. So this is a very good card. Next, we have our double rare of the set, Surging Passion Imai Lisa. She's a grade 2 with 10k power. When retire from Guardian Circle, you can put her to the soul, and her second skill is auto on rear guard. When placed, you can soul charge 1, and during this turn, one of your Roselia gain 5k. So this is a pretty decent card, being able to set up the soul, and also her second skill allow her to set up a soul again, and also give a minor boost to one of your Roselia units. Decent card overall. Pretty generic, but yeah. Next, we have our last grade 2, Silent Enthusiasm Minato Yukina. Grade 2 with 10k power, and during your turn, if you have play a Roselia music during this turn, she gain 5,000 power, and she have another Vanguard skill where when placed you can soul charge 2. If you soul charge 1 or more Roselia, you draw 1 card. She's a decent card overall, I think, but it's a bit sad that all her skill is all Vanguard, so after that, she's a vanilla. So, I mean, there's a bit of a problem with that, is that she only have a Vanguard skill, so you might not want to run 4 copy of her, but in the same time, you want to ride her as much as possible, so you want to run 4 copy of her. So yeah, that's a bit of a minor thing, but yeah. Next, we have our first grade 1, Little Demon Lord, Udagawa Ako. She's a grade 1 with 8k power. She have a skill of auto on rear guard. When placed, you can look at the top 5 card of your deck, review up to 1 Rinko, and add it to your hand and shuffle your deck. And her second skill is auto on rear guard. When attack hit or boosted hit, you may soul charge 1. Obviously, the first skill is just to search up her companion Rinko, and her second skill allow her to get you a bit of a soul charge, if she just attack hit, which is cool. It's not too bad, but it's not too good either, so yeah. Next, we have Elegant Melody Shirokane Rinko. Her first skill is continuous on rear guard. If you have a unit Ako in its name, on Vanguard or rear guard circle, she gains 5,000 power. And her second skill is on rear guard. When she attack hit or boost hit, you can counterblast and draw. This card is probably the worst one of all, but she's fine. I mean, gain 5k as long as you have Ako, and as long as she boosted hit, you get to counterblast and draw, which is decent enough. Next, we have Die World Minato Yukina, the last grade 1 of power 1, a grade 1 with AK power, of course. Her first skill is auto on vanguard or rearguard when placed. You can look at the top 5 card you attack, review up to 1 Roselia unit with grade 2 or above and add to hand. And if you add a card, you discard a card. Pretty good skill, just basically an improvement overall from like the generic stride fighter to look at the top 5 for grade 3. But yeah, she's a decent unit. And of course, that's really all. Now let's talk about the music card. First of all, we have Black Shout. It's a grade 1, auto on rearguard. When placed, you can draw 1 card and 2 unit get 5k. Very good skill. Just basically recycle itself, like play it and then draw and then get 5. But it's probably not going to be played because the other 2 is just better. Next we have Brave Jewel, a grade 2 music card, and its skill is auto on rearguard once per turn. When your Roselia attack does not hit, you can counterblast 1, retire one of your rearguard, retire when your opponent rearguard, and if you retire rearguard, you can draw 1 card in grade as the card retired. So this card is very good. Obviously, as you play it, if your Roselia didn't hit, you can counterblast, just retire one of their rearguard, and then most likely it will be grade 2, so you get to just draw 2 or draw 3 if you retire grade 3. So pretty good card. Now let's look at the cornerstone of the whole strategy. We have Firebird. It's a grade 3 music card that have a skill of auto rearguard once per turn. After the battle of your vanguard Minato Yukina in its name, you can soul blast 4 and discard a card and stand your vanguard during this turn and it get -1 drive. Very good skill, of course. Being able to stand the vanguard, obviously it's only once per turn, but still it's a very powerful ability. Soul blast is not much a problem since the whole deck is so charging. So yeah, it usually didn't cost much. I mean, discard a card just to restand is pretty good. So yeah. Fucking take my money! So yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and you know, this video is a bit weird, none other like normal. I haven't done these like more gag video, I say. I mean, I done it in the past, I attempted it in the past, but most of them are a bit bland. But you know, I hope you guys try like this one if you like something kind of like this, or maybe a bit more on a full video more than just, you know, a bit. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Yeah, also if you managed to watch this far somehow, here are some code for Vanguard Zero sleeve for the Japanese version. I don't really need them, my friend gave it to me, so here it is. If you need them, I use it to get that Roselia sleeve. Any other sleeve is unacceptable. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, remember, Yukina is best girl.